Alright, first things first, I gotta take this down. Some funny background about this whole ordeal is that my brother used it when he was making his song covers. So it's been up since last year, December, and I just decided to keep it up there because it just added some color in this area in my videos. So now it's gone. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. After about a week to 2 weeks of testing out this classic battery grip from custombatterygrips.com, today's video I'm just gonna be giving my thoughts and give a short review. Is it any good? Let's find out. If you're new to the channel, I'm Freely and I make videos about cameras including reviews and tutorials with a main focus on the Canon M50, but not limited to that. If any of that interests you, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post something new. So here's a quick rundown on the background of these battery grips. So these grips come from custombatterygrips.com, which is based in Poland. They make grips, battery grips, and small rig cages for the Canon M50 along with the Canon RP. All their grips are 3D printed, but I'm not too sure about the material it's made out of, but you can probably check out their website or direct message them on their social media. To my knowledge, they're the only company out there that makes these battery grips for the Canon M50. And lastly, they have two versions of the battery grip, which is the extended one, which I'm using on this camera right now, and the classic one that I'm holding right here. I already made a video about the extended grip. You can check it out in the card above or in the description below, but today's video is going to be about the classic grip. For full disclosure, this grip was sent to me by the company to do a review about, but they're not paying me to make this video, and all the opinions that are going to be expressed in this video are all my own. So first off, what it comes with the classic battery grip, the dummy battery, the battery tray, and the battery door. And for the battery tray, it only takes the 18650 battery cells, which are not included when you buy this grip, so you will have to buy it separately. I have my recommendation for the battery cells that I buy in the description. So what's the difference between the classic grip and the extended grip? The major difference is going to be the setup. So I think the setup is the biggest highlight of this grip in general. So first things first, you're gonna pop the dummy battery in so it's not too hard to put it in later. So you're gonna open this rubber part where you plug in the wire where it connects to the battery tray. It has a spinning wheel right here that turns the screw that mounts the grip to your M50. So you're just gonna spin that so that it mounts the camera onto the grip. It's a little difficult to spin, but it beats having to use tools in my opinion. So a little tip on how to screw this grip on, because it is kind of difficult, is you're gonna have one finger on one side and use your thumb the other side and kind of just spin it and use your front one to help the back one spin this grip on. So once the grip is mounted, put the batteries in the tray and slide it into the spot I'm going to call the tray bay. Once it's in the tray bay, plug in the wire to the bottom where the port is on the M50. Don't put the battery door on just yet. Turn on the camera to see if it even turns on. If it does, then you're free to put the battery door on and you're done. If you do all that and it doesn't turn on, you're gonna have to do this trick where it ensures a secure connection, which I go over in the card above, and I'll also have it linked down below. The setup is very similar to the extended grip, but without all the tools, which I really like. So the next question is, how long does the battery last on this particular grip compared to the extended one? For my testing, it's exactly the same, but for those who haven't seen the extended grip video, here are some facts on the extended grip that carries over onto the classic grip. So on the website, it claims 4 to 12 times increase of battery life, and I can assure you it does just that. So I was able to take 6 times the amount of photos with the battery grip compared to the regular batteries, which I go more in depth into in another video that's also in the card or in the description, so check it out. The grip in general just makes it really easy to hold the M50, and it makes it more secure when you're just holding it out like this without a strap. But the downside to this battery grip though is that it makes the grip much bigger, which might not be for some people, because some people like the M50 for its small form factor and the fact that it's small and it's very portable, easy for travel. This grip makes it significantly bigger, about like 1.5 inches bigger than without the grip. It also seems like the battery tray in this version is a lot better than the extended battery grip that I got previously. Before, I had trouble with the batteries being secure in the battery tray, and whenever I would plug it in, at some points it wouldn't even turn the camera on. I would have to use this hack where I would have to spin the batteries while it's in the battery tray to ensure that it has a very secure connection. So far on this classic battery grip, the battery tray hasn't given me me any of those problems. Pretty much I can just put the batteries inside the tray and plug it in, and it turns on right away. There's no need to have to troubleshoot and pull out the battery tray and spin it. I'm not too sure if that's like site-wide for all their battery grip products, but I noticed for this classic grip, there's definitely an improvement, and it's really nice to see. So what's the difference between the classic grip and the extended grip? So I touched on this a little bit earlier in the video, but this classic grip adds a little bit of height here to the bottom compared to the extended grip. So that might be a little bit of a problem for people who put their cameras on gimbals, especially with a mic on top. This is gonna be a very, very tall setup. The next difference is also going to be the no extra hot shoe mount right here. So right here, you pretty much have grip, but on this left side, there's no additional hot shoe that's on this left side, which I kind of like because I never really use that hot shoe, and it kind of frees up this left area for the strap and the mic input right here on the side. So the classic grip does not require tools to assemble. Like I said earlier, all you need to do is put the camera on and spin this little wheel right here to mount the camera onto the grip. The battery door is slightly different from the extended grip. If you look here, the classic grip, a little bit of a different design here. It's kind of one where you have to slide it under and then it pops in just like that. While the extended grip is more of a magnet, and you just kind of hold it up like this and it just magnets together. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but we're gonna go with it. And the last difference between the classic grip and the extended grip is that this one is very minimal, and it's pretty much the bare essential for what you would need in a battery grip. The right amount of grip on the camera, just like that, and space to extend the battery. So I want to list out some problems I have with this classic grip. I don't really want to call them cons because they're technically not fully cons. It's really kind of confusing, but once I explain it, it'll make sense. So the spinning wheel right here is a little bit difficult to turn. Like I said, you kind of have to use 2 hands to do it, and it's kind of like really deep inside there. So like you can't just like spin the wheel just like that. You kind of have to like really use your nail and the tip of your finger to really spin this. Once again, it's not really a con, it's just a little bit of a difficult thing to do. I mentioned in my unboxing of this grip that when I spun this wheel to tighten the camera on top, there was a little bit of wiggle. The company reached out and said that you actually have to use 2 hands to tighten it, one in the front and one in the back, to ensure a very tight fit for this camera. And ever since doing that, I've had no problems with the wiggle, and it's pretty securely on top of the grip. So my next point is something I touched on earlier, is that it's gonna add a little bit of height here. Compared to the extended grip, there's probably like 1/2 inch of height that's added with this grip. I guess it's because of this spin wheel here. They need to add maybe 1 inch or 1/2 inch of height to fit that spin wheel in there. With that said, since it is a little bit taller, it is slightly more difficult to take out the SD card since there's more distance between the opening here and to the top. It makes it slightly more difficult to like stick my hands in there and pull the SD card out. And on the flip side to that, put the SD card in. And my last point for this con section is just something I have to reiterate for these camera grips, is that it's going to bulk up your camera. So if you're one to buy the M50 for its small and compact size, this grip is going to make your camera significantly bigger. But the extra hours of battery life that you gain when you use this grip fully outweighs this con. So my final thoughts on the classic battery grip, is it any good? I have to say, yes, it's very good. For some people, they might need that extra hot shoe right here to maybe mount a light or another mic. But for me, as a person who uses this pretty much daily, I never found the need to use that hot shoe on the left side. In addition to that, it also clears up this left side area and makes it more clean and easier to get to. So I'm not gonna straight up say get this one compared to the extended grip. For those that need that extra hot shoe, this is definitely not the one for you, and you should go with the extended one because of that extra hot shoe mount. But for those who basically need everything that the battery grip offers, which is more grip and more battery, definitely go for the classic grip. But be aware that this setup is gonna add maybe a little bit of height to the bottom and therefore a taller setup. So the classic battery grip is a great choice for anyone needing that extra boost in battery life with a toolless setup and a minimal and functional design. It offers the bare minimum when it comes to battery grips. More battery and more grip. That's it. Question of the day: would you pick up one of these classic battery grips? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in picking up one of these classic battery grips, I'll have it linked down in the description below. If you found some value in this video, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out this channel. And if you want more videos just like this, talking about the M50 battery grips and everything related to that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post something new. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.